Well, today we're going to make some chicken curry. The setup's a little bit small in my kitchen for videoing, but I'm going to give it a go and see how it turns out. I've literally just put the pan on now, so it's just warming up. See, all the ingredients are there. I've got the camera set up on the stand, so I can't actually move it around to show you inside the pan, etc. But what I'll do is I'll lift the pan up and stuff like that as I go along. I need to let the pan warm up for a few seconds. See the ingredients I've got here ready to go in the pan. We've got diced chicken, onion and garlic, and then all the spices and everything that I use along there. Let's just pop the onion and garlic in now. That's while the pan's warming up. I prepped everything earlier, so I don't think it's worth showing the prepping. Everyone can dice up a bit of onion and garlic and chicken without any problems, I would have thought. This is my own take on the curry. It's just something that I've found out over the years. I like the mixture, and it's nice when it's stood. I always make it around lunch times. It's nice when it's stood for a few hours or even overnight, just to let all the flavours mix in. I also like to have a glass of something while I'm cooking. Cheers. That's just going to take maybe I should have waited a few minutes before I started. It's going to take a little bit longer than I thought to warm up. I forgot it's quite a big pan. As soon as that starts to sizzle, I'll start adding bits in. Salt, pepper, a little bit of Worcester sauce. I like Worcester sauce in my curries. There we go, just starting to sizzle now. Put a bit of salt in first. Pepper. Cumin, paprika. No set measures, as you can see. It's just basically what I'm used to putting in sort of splashes and what have you. It means I get a very slightly different taste every time, just very, very slightly, which is nice. Worcester sauce. That's hot enough now to put the chicken in before I add anything else. Down 2 notches on the front of the cooker. Keep it moving so it doesn't burn. Always a drop of oil in the pan. Always use virgin olive oil. Now some dark soy sauce. I make it with or without the soy sauce. Just depends what mood I'm in, whether I want the soy sauce in it or not. It's nice either way. And also the without the soy sauce, just with the curry powder, which I'll be adding in a minute. It's nice to occasionally add some double cream, so you have a nice creamy curry too. There's several variations of the curry that I make. Curry powder going in now, quite a reasonable amount, fairly strong. Turn the heat back up a minute now. Get that bubbling again. Sip of the old, well, I suppose I could be like Keith Floyd and have red wine, but it's not red wine. I actually like wine. Well, a couple of stock cubes for my stock. I find that's just as easy as anything else. A bit of fresh chicken stock is nicer, obviously. But it's just as easy to have a bit of a couple of cubes and chuck them in. It doesn't actually take long to make the curry, but it's better to make it now and leave it for a few hours till dinner tonight. Then all the flavours are mixed in nicely. Or something you can make now, and if you make too much, you can always portion it down and pop one in the freezer for another day. I actually use bagged rice. Bags of rice, there we go. I find it's a very good portion size for 2 people in the bag, so it saves you trying to measure things out and get the water content right and everything like that. My pepper's just starting to get at my nose now, so I might sneeze in a bit. I like a bit of tomato in my curry too, so I'm just going to pop a bit of last bits of puree from that tube there. I mix the bin to throw that away. And I'm going to need a drop of water. A bit of sugar just to take the sharpness off the puree. It's caster sugar because that's all I've got, but that's fine. Any sugars does the job. This one's probably a bit more tomatoey than I would normally make because I used the last of the tube, but that's fine. As I said, every curry tastes a little bit different. That's cool, that just needs more water in there now. The stock cubes can go in. My chicken stock cubes always seem more crunchy than the beef ones. Beef ones always seem to be softer to crunch up. Maybe I just keep them longer in the cupboard or something. Oops. Try and get it in the pan if you can. Not all over the cooker. Stir it in. Put the foil wrappers in the bin so I don't drop them on the floor and the dogs don't pick them up. Then basically just see if I can get an angle on that so you can see it. There you go. That just needs to cook down now for about 10 minutes is probably enough, but I'll cook it down for about 20 minutes and just thicken it up with a little bit of flour or corn flour, whichever you prefer to use. I just put a little bit of flour in a cup, mix a bit of water in and just use that to thicken the curry up, and all the flavours will come together nicely over the next few hours. And then the rice I'll just boil in the bag, and quite often I just tip the rice in with the curry itself to mix it all up so you've got a nice curry and rice mixture in the pan. Or of course you can, what you normally do, serve it both separate, make a little well in the middle of your rice for your curry, so that'll thicken up nicely. And that's a version of the curries that I make myself. Hope you try it or similar, and maybe you've got a recipe you'd like to share back so that I can try yours. Thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.